Hey y'all, this is my husband Jared.
It's my wife Jenny.
And this is Cherry Pie Cottage.
Episode 14.
What? Well, thank you to all of our new and returning viewers. We appreciate y'all very much.
So much. And right now I'm getting my butt kicked.
Because we live in Lubbock, Texas, where
Allergies.
they're stripping the cotton right now. And that always gets him.
So, what's been going on?
Well, let's see. We had a lot of rain this last weekend and some breeze and wind, and it knocked over part of the fence.
Not a breeze. We had a full-on wind. So,
I don't know. I didn't think it was blowing enough that it would knock the fence over.
But, come to find out, it's because whoever put that fence up before just took the wooden 4x4s and stuck them into the ground. They didn't bother to cement them in or anything.
Nope.
So they were all rotted off at the bottom. That's why it fell over so easy.
Yeah. So we have a whole new section right here on this side of our fence.
Yep.
And we only had to pay for half of it because our neighbors actually paid for the other half, which is great. He did all the work and they paid for the majority of it.
Yep.
So it was great.
Well, not the majority of it.
Well,
A little more than half.
yeah. So, and our dogs, we had to take them out every time. We couldn't just let them out because that part of the fence was down. Well, Kiki has no problem. She will go potty no matter who's watching or what's going on. Matter of fact, our daughter was out there petting her head and she popped a squat to pee while she was getting petted. She didn't care. Our other dog will hold it and then she would go into our bathroom and pee on the floor. Even though we were letting them out every couple of hours.
Turkey.
Yes. So we don't know what her problem is because they've been housebroken for at least 8 months with no accidents. So now we have to leave our bedroom door closed so she won't go in there. Because even with the fence up and them going out all by themselves without, people watching, she still thinks that it's okay to go in and pee in our bathroom. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that's been going on is Monkey is turning 16 this month. Well, by the time this episode goes up, it'll be October. But it's September 29th today, Saturday. But we took her today to get her brand new phone. She thought she was in trouble because she thought she had broke her old phone.
Well, to be fair, we made her think she had broke her old phone, too.
Yeah. Because... Because we had them go ahead and put the SIM card in the new phone. And when they did that, it shut her old phone off. So she thought that she had messed her phone. We made her think she'd messed her phone up. Because we had to find some way to get her to the Verizon store without her being suspicious. So that was a lot of fun. She really thought she was in big trouble and thought she was going to lose her party. But she has a brand new
brand spanking new.
There you go. Words. But she's so excited. She's in her room right now just playing on her new phone and figuring out all the new features and everything. She had an iPhone 5C. It was so old that she couldn't even update the iOS anymore. And when they went to sync her iCloud because her old phone was not on... The iOS was so old they couldn't sync it. So we had to set up the phone with his iCloud stuff just so we could get in there, and then we were able to go in and log into her iCloud. So now all of her stuff's on her new phone. But she's really excited. And we were really excited that we pulled that off.
With help from the girl at the Verizon store.
Yes. He almost gave it away because when he's trying to lie, he gets a half smile.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it.
But also, going into that same subject, since she is turning 16, we are throwing a big birthday party. But it's not a sweet 16, all girly frou-frou and dressing up and all of that. No, we're having a Halloween party. That's what she wanted, so that's what we're going to do. And we are okay with that. So, and we're going to have a photo booth and all of that fun stuff. We'll probably put pictures in at some point. Wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we could put pictures up.
Yeah. So. That's gonna be fun. But do you have anything else to talk about what's been going on?
Not really. Not really. Just been getting my butt kicked, like I said. I know. Sorry that y'all have to hear me sniffing throughout this video.
Yeah, so we're just gonna...
I'm waiting. Hopefully my allergy meds will kick in soon.
Yeah. We'll apologize in advance for all the sniffing from him, but he really can't help it. It's that or you get to see the snot running down. So I'm pretty sure you'd rather listen to the sniffing.
Make your choice.
So, the other thing is that we are no longer keto.
No.
We're still trying to keep it low carb and low sugar. Of course,
lower
carbs
and sugar.
Yeah, but not as drastic as the keto diet, though.
When you see Snack Attack, you'll see how well we're doing on that.
Yeah, that's not a norm, though.
No. So the Mal is still going. We got 2 more months left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Through the end of November.
All of October, all of November for the Mal. So get your entries in there. Get your things ready to donate. And again, if y'all don't have a Ronald McDonald House near you, just message us. We'll get you the address and you can mail them to us and we will donate them here.
Yes.
So we will be drawing for winners on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And
we'll insert that.
We're going to insert that into this episode. But. All right, so we are filming this a couple days after. It's Monday now. We're filming this to do the giveaway for September for the Mal.
Yes, and it's October 1st.
Today is October 1st. So we have 2 prizes. We're only going to do 1 pattern for September because pretty much everybody else that is entered in, well, not pretty much, I think everybody has the pattern now. So we're only going to do 1 pattern this time around, and the winner of the pattern is our shoebox. Not shoebots, but shoebox. So our shoebox, message one of us, and we will get the Talbot Fibers pattern for the Hugs and Snug sock to you. The second thing is the bag, and this month we're going to be giving away this Halloween bag. It's got spiders on it. Purple, yellow, got spiders. And it comes with a skein of wool mice yarn. I'm not sure of the colorway name. Let me hold that there. Somebody who knows the wool mice tags.
We're different, twin.
Maybe, or is it the Iron and Wool Craft?
I don't know.
I don't know. But that's the yarn that's going to come in that. And we did a random number. And the random number that came up, are you getting it?
Yep.
Is number 100. So number 100 in the Mal thread was the Knitted Lamb, who I think got the pattern last month.
Yep.
So she gets the bag, or he, I'm not sure.
It's a she.
It's a she. So they're going to get the bag. Message us.
Message me on Ravelry.
Message her on Ravelry, and she will get the bag sent out to you. So there you go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. Keep knitting. Keep putting the projects in. Keep doing the donations to the Ronald McDonald House, and hopefully we can help a lot of people with this. See you next episode, but the drawing won't be until Monday. So if you want to get in for September, then you got 2 more days.
Well, you can't say that now because this video is going up on the 1st.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So you can make an announcement on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll make one on mine too. So if you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen us announce it.
Yeah.
So,
and I need to get better about my Instagram. I don't ever really put anything up.
I know. But I personally prefer Instagram to Facebook. He's more Facebook than Instagram.
Yeah.
But
then again, I tried to hold on to MySpace as long as I could too.
Yeah.
With that before switching over to Facebook.
I prefer Instagram because it's not as catty and you don't see as many political junk.
Well, it depends on who you're following.
Yeah, well, even on Facebook. On Facebook, it's a lot more family and friends that I know in person. And the good thing about the knitting community is that there's not a whole lot of political junk. I have my views, everybody else has their views. There's no need to argue over it. A lot of people wouldn't agree with mine. I wouldn't agree with a lot of people's.
Sometimes we don't
Who cares?
agree.
No. And we're married.
Yeah.
But
we agree on most things, but
I just wish both sides could get along and quit being so catty with everybody.
yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I refuse to get into the political junk. Do you have anything else to talk about?
No, I mean that's the Mal.
Yeah.
So
We're all McDonald's stuff.
yep.
And in November, I'm going to be doing a lot of baking and making casseroles and stuff to take up there. So I was all gung-ho about, well, I'm going to knit at least one baby hat a week, and then summer hit and that didn't happen.
Yeah, me too.
So we're going to be donating a lot of other things. We'll probably even see about donating some time and have the kids donate with us too.
Yep.
So we don't know if there's a process or if they just let people go up there. We'll see. But
So now it's time for faux party.
you don't have any, do you?
I have no foes. They know this.
Well, you could put in what you just finished this week. Put in a picture of it.
No, because no.
It's really pretty.
It is pretty, but
You gonna wait until you get the whole thing?
Yeah, once the whole fence is done, then I will put in a picture of it.
Get the fence done, and then we got to start working on the landscaping
Yeah.
part. But luckily, my dad, who loves to do that kind of stuff, is retired and has already volunteered to come up and help. Which will be great because he knows more about that stuff than we do.
Definitely don't have any green thumbs in this house.
No. I have more of a brown thumb.
So what do you have?
I have 3 objects, and they're all gifts. None of them are for me.
Why are you special?
Yes. So, my cousin, Carrie, if you're watching, don't look right now. Close your eyes and mute. So, she is having a baby girl in November. And I knit baby socks. They're cute. This is not the only pair. I plan on knitting some more. So, I have this. And I have a baby sweater. It's so cute. This is the Harvest by Tin Can Knits. I knit it out of Knit Picks Swish Worsted. It's 100% superwash merino. But this took me like 3 days of constant knitting. It didn't take me long at all. And it's super cute. And it's going to be great because this is the smallest size, 0 to 6. So she will be able to grow into this, and for now she can fold up the sleeves. So, but I'm excited. I even have washed and blocked it. I have not cut all the winds off yet, but they have been woven in. I just have to go in and cut them off. But so excited. And these are knit out of leftovers, and I think they are the Cascade Happy Feet. Not sure what colorway. But I thought they were very cute. Mostly blue and white with pops of pink and purple. So I thought they would probably go with a lot. And I'm planning on knitting a little hat too. I haven't decided if I'm going to do worsted or fingering weight. We'll see. And then my last bow was on the needles last week, but it's my Bow Ties Are Cool shawl, and now you can really see the bow ties.
Okay.
In the purple, and there's some down here, but they show up better down here. So in this section. And this is a Christmas gift. I'm not gonna say for who. I will say for who after I have gifted it. And hopefully she'll let me put a picture in here too, but we'll see. So, I'm really excited. The speckled it was a gift. Somebody dyed it and sent it to me in a Christmas swap package last year. And then the purple is Malabrigo sock. Don't remember the colorway because I don't have the labels anymore because I bought the yarn like 3 years ago, I think. 3 years ago. So there's that. And that's all I have for faux party.
And that's all I have.
Yeah. So 3 faux and none of them were for me. That never happens. I always have at least 2 faux for me and maybe a faux for somebody else. So I was quite proud of myself. And I knit these top down, or cuff down, with a heel flap and gusset. So I will never do it again unless it's on baby socks.
What's wrong with the heel flap and gusset?
It takes forever.
Ah.
And you have to pick up stitches on the side. I don't want to do that.
Well, okay.
I like my short row heel.
All right then.
So, because typically I use Fish Lips Kiss or the OMG heel.
So now it's time for...
What's on the news today, dear?
If y'all knew what just transpired, you would know why I was looking at her like that. So, the fair is in town right now. And I also saw in the news that there was a circus fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was intense. There it is.
So stupid.
What do you call a fish with 2 knees?
A tuna?
A 2-knee fish.
I keep picturing that one where the movie where he gets turned into a fish, a cartoon fish.
The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Yes.
It's an awesome movie. Where does Fonzie like to go for lunch? Chick-fil-A.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Anything else in the news today?
That's all. That's all I have.
Okay. Now it's time for Whip It. Whip It Good. You want me to go first? Because I have a ton.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, first one. Let me finish this sock, so you might want to go unless you want.
Okay. I'll go first. Go. So, here recently, y'all may remember these from like episode 1. I think I showed these. These are a pair of socks that I've had on the needles for not very long. Not very long. Only like 3 years. 3 years? So, the body of it is the No Makers Smell My Feet in a fingering yarn. I don't remember what her bases were called.
House Gnome.
House Gnome. Fingering weight. And the pattern on here, I just kind of made one up, really, but I mean it's nothing rib. Special. It's just kind of
it's a rib,
an uneven rib. So
he was contemplating writing it up.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I mean it's so basic that
you could probably just ask him on Ravelry or on YouTube or even Instagram, and he could tell you what he did.
Yep, and then the orange, I don't remember the brand or the name or anything.
It was part of the kit because we bought the doppelganger set.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't think we bought a doppelganger set for it.
Pretty sure it was a doppelganger set.
I don't know.
Because that orange matches perfectly the orange in the sock.
Maybe. But actually, I'm getting to where I only have maybe another 2 inches or so before I can put the heel in.
Well, go ahead and tell him what is the I mean, like, what are you doing? You're knitting how many with how many pearls?
Okay, I mean it's like I said, it's an uneven pattern, so it's knit 4, purl 2, knit 4, purl 2, knit 4, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, and then 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. So it's like I'm gonna call it the radar sock. Because it's the same either way.
And it's 72 stitches?
I think so.
Yeah, because 64 was too small for you.
4, 8, 12, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36. So yeah, 72 stitches around. It's the radar sock. We'll go with that.
So if y'all want them to write it up,
yeah,
comment down below. Probably be a free one because it's so basic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I wouldn't charge anybody for this. But like I said, 3 years in the making, and that's as far as I've gotten. But I love the way this yarn almost stripes up.
Yeah,
kinda.
it swirls.
It swirls. So, but yeah, that's my first whip.
And I think No Maker's slowing down, or not dying anymore, and the fact that I teased him about still having those on the needles because he literally has not worked on them in about 2 years.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm gonna get them done. I was considering frogging them. I was going through all my project bags one night, and I was like, you know what? I should probably just frog these and
Then
reuse the yarn for something else. Pulled them out. They were all tangled up. So I worked on untangling them, and then I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and finish them.
Because I told him, I said, you could frog them, and then I'll knit you something out of them. Because it's fingering weight. That's the main thing.
Right.
So I am working on socks, too, for Stink Bug. And it's in the Trekking extra large. Tags torn. Sorry about that. So, and it is color 576. Here it is in the skein. It's a really hard working yarn. It is, what is it? Here it is. 75% superwash merino and 25% polyamide. Actually, it says 75% new wool, 25% nylon. I don't know. Y'all figure that one out. I think it's a German yarn though. But anyways, I'm not very far. Like, I finished the toes and started working on the foot, but I haven't gotten very far because I love Stink Bug to death, but he picks the most boring colors to knit with. His last pair were dark red, like almost a cranberry red, and brown. So, I mean, it's got a few little pops of colors. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's got some, but it's mostly this dark blue. But he picks the most boring colors ever. But I love him, and he's very knit-worthy. Hopefully these won't get a hole in the bottom of them because he should know the rules by now. Like, don't jump on the trampoline in your hand knit socks.
He better.
Yeah, he only has one pair right now. And those I have had to darn twice. And he'd only had them for 6 months, so that was fun. So then we had to learn the rules.
Okay.
Again. Yes. You may go again?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
I only have one other, so.
We'll start with the older whips.
Oh, okay.
So, I can't remember if I showed this last week or not. I haven't gotten much more done, but it is Monkey Sweater. And it's all connected and everything. Except for on this side, because that side has got vertical stripes on it. But now I'm just back and forth, back and forth.
So it's not even in the round.
It's knit like a cardigan, but it's going to be like a full sweater when it's done. Seems weird, but
It does.
it's separate ways. So where it's open is where this section is. So it's actually a full-on boxy sweater. Let's see if there's a better picture. Nope, that's all the pictures I have. But it's by Joji Locatelli, and it was in Interpretations 5. And Monkey is super excited about it. So I can't remember if I showed this last week. But if I did, I had just started this pink stripe. So I really haven't gotten far into it. It's one of those long-term projects. But I am using Knit Pick Stroll Fingering. And I'm using the mint colorway, electric blue, something dusk. Oh, Dogwood heather is the pink. And then the gray is basalt heather. So it's kind of like a brownie gray. So, but that's that. And let me go ahead and talk about another one real quick.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, I did not mean to punch you in the leg. I was fixing my shirt. So, my sweater, I've gotten some more work done on it because I finished the cardigan last time. I am knitting the Trevor by Joji Locatelli. So it's just a very simple sweater that flares at the bottom with some stripes. So I thought, perfect, love it. So doesn't take a lot of concentration, and it's fingering weight. So, which means I should be able to wear it a lot more often living here as compared to a worsted weight. So, which I could wear worsted weight, but it'd only be for like maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
Sporadically.
Actually, this winter is supposed to be really cold for us.
Oh, I'm excited.
Long and cold. That's what I'm hoping for.
So I am knitting it. The main color is Knit Picks, and this is all in Stroll Tweed. And this one is North Pole Heather, which that is a lot darker than what it really is.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's more like, yeah.
It's kind of a light minty color, isn't it?
Like that?
You looking for service on it or what?
No, I'm trying to get the right color, but it's not.
I'm not sure. Maybe right there.
Kinda. It's still even lighter than that.
Here, let's see. Maybe right there.
I don't know.
I was trying to hold it in front of my shirt.
We're super professional.
Yes.
Okay. And then the other color is on Knit Pick Stroll Tweed, and it is Farmhouse Heather, and this is a dark brown. That's about true colored right there. Yeah. So these are going to be the stripes. I am about halfway down the body before I can start, well, halfway through before I can start the stripes. So, I'm looking for my marker to tell me which is the front and which is the back. Apparently I took it out. Oh.
There it is.
Yep.
So that's the
Yeah, this is the back.
Oh.
So, but I love it, and I can't wait to get it done. Well, I can't wait because I can only knit on it for so long, and then I'm like, done. So, but with the TV schedule back and a lot of our dramas back with new episodes, this is what I've been choosing to work on because it doesn't take a lot of concentration.
And new dramas.
Yes.
Like
Manifest.
It's
a really good show.
Weird, but it seems pretty good.
So, but this is us. That is me and Monkey's show.
Not this guy.
No. We love that show, though. We did not cry on the season premiere, which was great, because we usually cry every episode. And I am not a crier, so...
My turn?
Yes, your turn.
Alright. So everybody has seen this bag. You know what's in this bag.
If you want a chance to win this bag...
Not this one. This
but
one is
like
mine.
It.
You
one
can't
like
have
it. You have to enter into the MAL.
Alright. So, I have finished both sleeves. And I've started on the body. And that's how much of the body I have done so far. This is the brownstone pattern by Jared Flood. This is the bottom, obviously, with the ribbing. And I went ahead and threw in another stripe of my Barocco alpaca. This is knit on the Knit Picks Swish Worsted in the Marine Heather colorway. Oh, that's a tie-in. Okay. And I seem to be going through the skeins of yarn at an alarming rate. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe not.
That's the way worsted works.
But...
You've also been really, really knitting on that.
Yeah, I have been kind of focused on getting this knit. I want this done by New Year's. I'm hoping to have it done by New Year's. Jamie, Sarah, I know y'all can knit sweaters in like a week.
No, that's Sarah.
Sarah can knit a sweater in a week.
Sarah's a knitting machine, and she's a knitting ninja. That's what she is.
I can't do that.
He's been really, booking it on this, though.
I have had my knitting mojo these last couple weeks. I have been working pretty good on this stuff, I think. But, that's as far as I've got. And this is just knit all the way around. Knit. Which is garter.
Stockinette
in the round.
Right.
Again.
Knit is garter flat. You have to knit.
Oh, no.
Everybody hold your breath.
Nobody look. Okay, we're good. Trying to mess it up. It's the same yarn as what her sweater was knit out of. Mm-hmm. The other one that she already finished that grew like 3 sizes when she washed it. So
got really
long, especially your sleeves.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tack down the cuffs because.
So I'm hoping that will happen on these because when I put my sleeves on, I have my sleeves right here.
Well, if anything, you can always knit some more before you put it on.
So when I put this on, where I would want the sleeves to end is right there. But then this part doesn't quite come up high enough. So I'm hoping that when it washes, the sleeves will grow.
Personally, I think you should probably knit another inch or 2 on them, just to be on the safe side.
You think? But then it might be too long. Then I might have sleeves like yours.
Well, no, because I can scrunch them.
But I'm loving this. I think it's going to look great when I'm done. So, yeah. That is my only other whip. I do have one other, but I've already shown it several times, and I haven't really made mentionable progress on it. So it's my Harlow hat by Andrea Mowry.
He has decided that brioche with fingering weight.
Yeah, I love doing brioche. It's amazing.
It just takes long.
It looks great, but on fingering weight just takes all 4 of the evers.
What you might need to do is find patterns that just have bits of brioche and not the whole pattern in brioche.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do stripes and brioche.
But there's my second whip.
He has no more whips. I have 2 more, and it's all the cozy up. So, if y'all saw last week's, you saw we got this bag. And the pin.
With the greatest quote on it ever.
Yep. This land is our land.
Yeah.
Says it right there. It's just theirs. Nobody else's.
Nope.
But we got this bag from the Cozy Up girls. And of course I had to put a Cozy Up pattern in it because they recently released their Sarah shawl, which of course it's black and white because just cuz. And I haven't gotten very far on it because I love the pattern and I typically love when it's not just knitting, but it's a lot of just, I cannot, for some reason, cannot memorize the pattern. I've tried. It's just a 4-row repeat, but I cannot get it into my head. So it's slower. And I love the pattern. I'm still going to knit it. I love the yarn I'm knitting with, which is Artistic Lily, a vintage Easter colorway on her Gotta Have shawls. So it's 100% superwash merino. Here it is in the cake. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's like true to color. It's so pretty. So, but, pardon. And I have my, oh, it's backwards. Well, I'll have to do it that way. But I have my Alberta stitch marker on it that they gave us 2. So, but it's so pretty. hopefully my brain will start to work with me so I can get it memorized, so I'm not having to just constantly look at the pattern. I don't know what is wrong, because typically I can look at it and do a repeat or two and it's in my head and I can just do it. But I think it's the 3 spines that's throwing me off, which I absolutely love. It's just gonna be slower. So there's that one. It's my Sarah shawl. And in my coffee bag that I made, which I love the inside of this one because it says keep calm and eat bacon. I love this bag so much. This one is my Jamie shawl. And this is technically an old whip, but really it's a new whip because I was using swish worsted knit picks. And there it is. Jamie shawl by the Cozy Up girls. Cozy Up knits now. But I frogged it because I was just not happy with the yarn I was using. I love the pattern. So I am using, let's see if I can find, Mantle and Tosh, her Silk Merino DK base. But this pattern can be knit worsted or DK. I did not have enough of the right colors to do together for worsted, but I had enough yardage in the DK, but it's the yardage of worsted. So these are 50% silk, 50% merino, 205 yards. So I have, let's see. Okay, I have Morning Dove. I have Prairie Fire. Sorry, this is the one that's like attached. Prairie Fire and Found Pottery. And I absolutely love this shawl so much. So I've already gotten down and I've done the bobbles. I don't know if y'all can see that if I'm turning that right. But yeah, I've done the bobbles. So I'm about halfway through. And I've done all of this in about 2 weeks' time. I love it so much. And this is another one that I can knit while we're watching TV. So I'm back down to the garter stripes. So, but the bottom half is just going to be repeated of the top, but I'm reversing the colors. So instead of starting with the blue, I'm starting with the purple. And I should have enough yardage with everything. We'll see. If not, then I might have to cut it short. But I absolutely love this shawl. And this yarn is so soft and squishy. The silk in it makes it really soft, like butter, and it just slides off and on the needles. It's great. I'm also using a size 9 Haya, so I'm using a bigger needle with the smaller yarn, and I like how airy it is making it, and I'm using the worsted weight numbers for it. So, but that's all my whips.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Included in my whips?
Well, no, not in your whips.
No, I mean just in this section.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, one thing I wanted to talk about was to do with my sweater here. I don't know if anybody else does this, but like since we started, I was basically doing like a 3-point stitch. I'm gonna try to show y'all what I'm talking about here, if y'all can see. So basically, what I would do with my active needle here, I would go in between the 2 stitches like that, and then back it out and go through that stitch and then knit it. You know,
I think it's because his gauge used to be
my
tight.
gauge used to be, it was like knitting with concrete. Okay.
Chainmail is what it was. It stood up on its own.
But since I've been working on this, I've gotten to where I just go straight into the stitch and knit it. You know, so instead, like I was saying, instead of my 3-point stitch where I go in, back out, and in again, and knit, I have gotten to where I can just go straight in. And I don't know if anybody else does that.
I didn't realize that you had still been doing that
Oh yeah.
a while.
Oh yeah. It was just habit, you know. And like I said, because when we started, my knitting was just super tight.
He knit himself a hat, and Stinkbug was what, 8? 8
years old. And I have a big head, folks.
Yeah.
Don't get confused here. This is not a small head.
Yeah.
But I knit a hat for myself. I can't even remember the pattern I used, but it was
a Jared Flood pattern.
It was some good quality no maker's yarn at that. And when I got done with it, it looked like a yarmulke on my head. I gave it to Stinkbug, and it was small. It was snug on him.
And it's just because of how tight he knit it.
So
it's quite funny.
But I have figured out how to just go straight into the stitch, which has really helped.
And he's loosened up a lot.
And yeah, my gauge has loosened up a whole lot. I mean, you can actually see through it.
And I think that
that's not a lot of stretching either. So
I think your sleeves need to be longer because your arms are longer than most.
I do have long arms.
They're longer than he is tall.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall. My wingspan is 6'3". So
and Stinkbug's built the exact same way.
I may have to find that picture of me from high school in my ROTC uniform.
Oh, I have it.
I may have to put that in so y'all can see.
I can go grab it real quick. I know exactly where it is.
I'll clip it in. I'll clip it into the video, but it took a while for me to grow into my arms.
We don't have it a digital one. We only have an actual.
I can still clip it in.
Okay.
I can do something. So
yeah, his freshman year in ROTC.
Yeah.
His fingers were down to his knees.
Basically. And even now, all I have to do like that, and I can touch my knees standing up. Just right.
He can also just do this and reach the floor where we're sitting. Do it.
See.
Okay.
That's fingertips touching the floor.
But
there.
in the car, he barely has to bend over to get something off the floorboard.
Yeah, if I drop something while I'm driving, I just have to kind of like that, and I can reach it.
Whereas me, I need to go like under the steering wheel, and so usually I just have him grab it for me, or wait till I get to where I'm going.
But that's what I wanted to kind of touch on was like figuring out better ways to knit. So
we do have a snack attack.
Yes.
Which we went to a really cool place.
We actually went to 2 really cool places that were new to us.
Yes.
We hadn't been to either one of them yet.
Right.
And we're not going to do like a road trip sesh because
we just took some pictures.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about them as you.
Yeah. So the first place we went to was a place called Freezing Roll, and it's rolled ice cream. And I'll put some pictures.
Yeah. Which is why we're not keto.
Yeah.
You'll. We didn't do so well with low sugar today.
No, definitely not. But I've got a video of her making mine, which was a key lime flavor, which is so good.
But
it was so good.
It's literally rolled ice cream.
So let's go ahead and we'll cut to the video right now.
Okay.
We think it originated in Korea because they have TVs going and they're showing like how their different flavors are made.
And I've seen like YouTube videos and it was like Korean street food or Korean desserts. But so it's really cool.
We think that's where it originated, and on the videos it shows like Korean writing. But it was a really neat place, really good.
Wasn't super sweet
was
either.
Not super sweet.
Because they used condensed milk and then add in your ingredients. So it was fresh fruit.
Yep.
I
had key lime, and she actually took like a lime wedge and mushed all the juice out of it into the ice cream, which made it so good. It was. Sometimes you get key lime and like the lime is just overpowering, but this one
super artificial tasting.
Or it's super artificial. This one was just really light, really really good. And then
I had the peach, but it was peach, and strawberries in it, and it was fresh peaches and strawberries. And they chop them all up and mix it all up till it's mostly frozen. And then, well, you saw the video, so I don't know why I'm explaining.
I don't either.
But it was really good. And Stinkbug got Cookie Monster, so all full of cookies.
And cream.
Yep.
It was like Oreos, I think.
Yeah. And Monkey got First Kiss, so it was strawberries and Nutella and graham cracker.
Ugh, Nutella.
You don't like Nutella, but that's because you don't like hazelnut. But she really liked it. It wasn't super sweet, and it wasn't really a whole lot, so you didn't feel like... Of course, for us, it was a lot of sweet because we're not used to it.
I think maybe they used like 3/4 of a cup of the condensed milk. So really, you're only getting like 3/4 of a cup of ice cream. But, because of how they prepare it, it just seems like a lot.
Yeah, it's like those little plastic water cups that you get at restaurants, and it was only like that full. So I think it was maybe 1/4 of a cup.
What are you talking about?
That's what they do. They put all the ingredients in there and then dump it on there and mix it.
Oh, yeah, it's like a Dixie cup. But
it was only about that full, so I'd say it was maybe 1/4 of a cup.
Oh, I think it was more than that.
But it's really good. The other place we went is a new coffee shop called Hebrews Coffee.
Yep.
As in Hebrews in the Bible.
Right.
So it was really good.
It looks like super sketchy on the outside because it's just like this unmarked cinder block building.
But in their defense,
like down a road that has nothing else on it.
It's down by one of the city parks.
Right.
So, and it's along one of the rivers, and, well, we think it's a river. It's probably just
It's a playa lake or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But, in their defense, it's also where a Christian radio station is. So they took half of that building and converted it into the coffee shop. And it's really good priced. The coffee is not too sweet, and it doesn't taste burnt looking. Doesn't taste burnt, which is why we can't do Starbucks really, because to us Starbucks always tastes burnt. But it also might be because we were spoiled in Japan.
We were. So
the quality of food and drink in Japan is so much better than here in America. But I'm getting off track. I got just a iced cafe latte with a little bit of vanilla in it, so it wasn't very sweet at all. It was mostly coffee and milk. You got a mocha frappuccino.
Yep.
Monkey got a pumpkin spice frappuccino because she's my girl and she loves pumpkin spice. And then little man got something called an amen.
No, you're not saying it right.
Amen!
Amen! It had 3 exclamation points on it. So
it's a little bitty cup. It looks like a cup that an espresso would come in, but it's paper with handles on it, and it's a shot of espresso and milk, and then he got chocolate syrup in it. He absolutely loved it. He drank it all in one drink. We're still waiting for him to bounce off the walls because we don't give him coffee very often.
Not caffeinated.
Yeah, no, he usually gets.
They have decaf every once in a while. But.
Yeah, so we'll see. But we thought, why not? He's 11. We don't give it to him often. Matter of fact, when he does get Cokes, they're root beer. That's what he loves. So he doesn't really do caffeine often. But, so nobody put any comments in below of, how dare you give your son caffeine?
It'll stunt his growth.
Yeah, well, his dad's 6 foot, so if it stunts him a little bit, it's not going to take off a lot.
No.
But, anyways, usually our viewers are pretty good. We haven't gotten any ugly comments, so we're not too worried about it. But coffee place was great. And because we, in our part of Texas, we live on the prairie, kind of. It's like prairie in West Texas, but we live on a plateau. But we have a ton of prairie dogs running around. And right in front of the coffee shop is this whole open field, and it's just prairie dogs everywhere. Like, they were 5 feet away from us. It was...
There was one that had burrowed up through the parking lot.
Yeah. But...
I mean, to be fair, it's just a gravel parking lot, but still.
Yeah. But, yeah. And Stink Bug was fascinated. And it's a really pretty view right there. It was a place that we didn't even know existed, because right off the loop right there, all you see is industrial.
Right.
We didn't know that park was there. And it's quite a big park, too.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for...
Her Precious!
Because he didn't buy any.
I don't have anything.
You will next week?
Yes.
Yes. Little Bitty Delights. She makes charms, and they're adorable. And I typically don't buy charms from other people because I can make them. But, oh my goodness, Mary Poppins is my second favorite movie. My very first is Wizard of Oz, as we've said before. But she had her Holly Jolly cupcakes up again. So I got Mary Poppins and I got Bert. They're cupcakes. They're so cute. And I've had them. I got them the day they came in the mail, the day that we put the last episode up. So I have had to wait for 2 weeks before I could use them. And now I feel like they both need to stay on these socks. But they're adorable. She even has the flower and the bow tie for Mary Poppins. And
well, luckily, this sock right here will be as lucky can be.
They're going to be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And I am so excited because they're making another Mary Poppins. And I really hope that they don't screw it up, because it's Disney and it can go either way.
Well, luckily they're not like remaking Mary Poppins. It's a continuation of the original.
But that's all I have. That's all I've bought. The other one we're just waiting. It hadn't come in the mail yet. So we'll talk about that next week.
Right.
So now it's time for shop news. Yay! For those new viewers, I am the owner of Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. I make bags and charms. This week it's just charms. You have yours, right? You have yours on there?
Yeah.
Okay, because we need to compare the sizes.
Oh.
So
Which one?
both of them. But right now I'm just showing. So I am going to restock the S'mores BFF sets. So you get a toasted marshmallow progress keeper, and then you get chocolate and graham cracker for your stitch markers. However, if you would like all of them to be on lobster claw, or on an O-ring, all you have to do in the send me a message when you order, put it in the message to seller, and I will definitely put these on stitch markers or lobster claws, or what am I looking
O-rings.
for? O-rings. But there you go. Revamp these since the first time I put them in. The chocolate and the graham cracker are smaller. Like,
can we compare?
Yeah.
Alright, so this was the original one that she had made.
So it's a lot. Well, we can't see it because you have it like tilted.
There.
So it is a lot smaller.
Right.
And same thing with the chocolate bar. Chocolate bar, I made it smaller because if it's a stitch marker, you don't want them that big.
Sorry.
So I've made them smaller so they're not as in your way. And then the Progress Keeper, the white is cleaner for one. Can we take that off or no?
Yeah.
And I did the cheeks different. So I don't know if y'all can see that. And I'm having troubles. There we go. Maybe. So you see the cheeks. This one I painted them on. This one I used polymer clay. Can you see? So this was the original. I painted the cheeks on. And then the new one, the cheeks are polymer clay. So they look cleaner. And the white is not, it's cleaner than the other one. So there's those. And then the Hot Cocoa BFF set. Let me get these on here. Last year, I had the Hot Cocos just as a set because I had bags. But this year, they're coming back as BFF sets. So you have your cup of hot chocolate and your boy and your girl Progress Keepers. So you have a blue bow tie on your bow and on your boy, and then you have a pink bow for your girl one. And I tried to put faces on those, they just didn't look right. So, but, and again, if you would like them all in a lobster claw or all on
O-rings.
O-rings. I don't know why I cannot remember that word. Then you can. And you see cocoa. You have cocoa in there. And it's even kind of sparkly cocoa. I don't know if yeah, you can see that. So, those are the restocks. Let me bring these up closer so you can see them. So, those are the restocks. And then, and these will be the very, very, very last for this year, Halloween stitch markers. So we have, I'm calling these killer clown cupcakes. I don't know why I am, but to me that just...
Monkey should love that name.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. That's what it, that's...
But are they from outer space?
No.
No.
I don't know why. I am. But you have a very sparkly resin bottom, and then you have a black cherry and a sparkly top. Multicolored sparkly top. So, and these you can get on lobster claw or an O-ring. So you pick in your finishes. And because you just can't, it's that time of the year, you can't have it without. Made some candy corn. So you can get these on an O-ring. On an O-ring or on a lobster claw. So you pick. And all of these are in a very limited quantities. So if you want them, grab them. The update is Monday at 5. I don't know if this episode will be up by then, but it'll be shortly after. So, and I'll make an announcement on Instagram, all of that. But the last one I have, which I really love this one, is Halloween waffle. So you have a pumpkin and a ghost with purple whipped cream. I don't know why I did purple. I just thought Halloween colors, why not?
I don't understand why purple is a Halloween color.
I don't either, but... So, you can get this one on an O-ring or on a lever back. So, but... I think they're adorable. And there won't be any bags this week. Sorry. My creative mojo was kind of... blah. This last couple of weeks. So, but that's all I have for shop news. The next update, not this one, but the next one is probably going to be Christmas. I'm not going to say probably, it is. So, and I am going to try and get some Notions pouches in there too, because I don't think I have any in the shop right now. So there might be some Halloween Notions pouches because I'm going to be using leftovers. That's what all of my Notions pouches are. They're made from leftovers. So they're either one of a kind or two of a kind. But that's it for shop news. But now it's time for one of our newest additions that we've actually finally named. What's on the mantle?
We've been calling it that for a few episodes now.
Yeah, but we've been doing it since day one pretty much. But we finally officially named it.
Yeah.
So, Doctor Who comes out next Sunday.
Comes back
Next Sunday. So we thought it was appropriate to have Doctor Who pop figures. This is Rose. She was the companion to number 9, his first companion. And he was the only companion. 9, and then 10, she was his companion to, and his girlfriend. But this is Rose. And I hate the way that they killed her off the show. And they didn't really, kill her.
She got her happy ending.
Yes, she did. But he didn't.
Yeah. We're not gonna tell you what happened.
No.
Because you need to go and watch it for yourself.
But I love her shirt. She's even got...
You got the Union Jack shirt.
Yeah. So.
And then I have...
See, I collect the good guys. He gets the bad guys.
I have another one of the... I guess they're bad guys. Are they? Could they be bad guys?
For most of it, till the very end, then they're not.
Yeah. But anyway, this is one of the creatures that was on the show. It's called the Silence. And these guys are kind of cool because you only know about them if you're looking at them. If you turn away from them or whatever, you forget that they were there. Mm-hmm. And so they were created for that.
For confession.
Yeah.
You could confess to them, and that's why you didn't remember them.
Right. So, the Silence.
The actual Silence were, because they were a sect off of the original group, and the original group was still good. It was the Silence that stripped off to go back and kill the Doctor.
I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool. Not the coolest bad guy or creature that's in the show, but...
He still loves the Weeping Angels.
The Weeping Angels are still my favorite. So that's what's on the mantle this week.
Yep.
So now it's time for the tail end.
Yep. Do you have anything to say?
Sorry for having to blow my nose so much. Again,
they're
all going to be edited out. They're all...
Yeah.
I had thought about compile them all into a montage at the end of the video, but she said not to.
Nobody wants to see you blowing your nose. No. I don't want to, and I'm sitting right here next to him. But at least you didn't make that nasty noise that you do to clear your throat. Don't make it now.
No, I wouldn't do that on the video.
That one just grosses me out.
I would not do that on the video.
Good. So. Well, if that's all you have to say.
That's it, really.
Well, then.
Good seeing you all again.
Yep. Please go and join our Ravelry group. Say, hey, y'all.
And here on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Please.
Make sure and hit the notification bell so you get the notification when we put up a new episode. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, read your Bible.
God is good. Bye y'all.